Here's Burning Bell. Come here. Here's Burning Bell. She was an Eagle Farm winner at her last start. She's had a little break since then. She's had a couple of weeks fresh, and so she's getting ready for a stakes race in Brisbane called the Bright Shadow. That's in May, so she'll be ready to go around that time. A little way off yet, so we'll run through the stable. A couple of 3-year-old fillies. This is a filly called Waihene Galaxy. She's had 2 starts in terrible maidens and got beat out of sight both times, but I think she's a good filly. She's just one of those ones that was immature in the head and that sort of stuff, and she's back in work now, trialled nicely a couple of times, and hopefully now she's more mature and strengthened, because she's always big and tall, but she was a little fragile and weak. But now she's starting to come right, aren't you? Yes. She's very kind, aren't you? There she is. Here's our Rocky Cup chance, Indian Dreamer. He just potted around from year to year. He's 7-year-old, and you sort of set him for prep. You set him for one particular race, and he normally closely gets it done. If he doesn't win, he's always in the placing. So Rockhampton him in May, I think it is, May, June. So the Rockhampton Cup's like a mile race of 150 grand or something. It's a good race for him. He ran 3rd in the race last year, but we'll get him ready for it again this year. Good boy, aren't you? See? Come here, happy? He's not very happy. Here's probably our best chance. He's a horse called Barassi. No, he's not going to talk. Might be able to get him over here though. So this horse we won. He's a 5-year-old. He's only had 2 starts, but he started in the big Magic Million Maiden. I think it was a $250,000 race, and he won that easily. Won by 4 or 5 lengths or something. He's an I'm Invincible colt. I've left it, or stallion now. I've left him a colt, which is unusual to have a 5-year-old only sort of just kicking off their racing career. But he's had a lot of injuries and feed issues and the like, so we seem to be on top of those now. So I've probably got a window of 1 to 2 seasons with him, because he is 5, probably 5 and 6-year-old years, so to try and make a stallion out of him. So we'll just kick him off in something cheap to start with, probably in his grade, and then throw him in the deep end during the winter, whether that be, I don't know whether he'd run 1400, the Stradbroke, the BRC Sprint, the Durban 10,000, possibly races like that. And if he sort of furnished and ran well in those, well, you'd sort of get him into the autumn in the spring in Sydney then. So we'll see how he goes. It's a filly called Greyzous. She's a Lean Mean Machine filly, 3-year-old. She's only had 2 starts. She won her first start over here on the poly track easily. Then she ran well in a stakes race at a second run in a race. So she was very immature. She's strengthened and lengthened now, and very similar to Waihene Galaxy, which I spoke about before. Actually owned by the same clients, bought from the same sale. So and they both go quite well. Happy with her. She's a 3-year-old filly now, and she's in at the right time to be able to build a pedigree. So she's a hope for the winner. This is a filly by Alabama Express. Her name is Accelar, A-C-C-E-L-L-A-R, I think it's spelled. It's an odd name, but it's supposed to be some sort of fast train in France or something. She's had 2 runs, and she just missed out on her first start in town by only bob of the head actually. I think I tipped her on the show that day, that week. Then we turned her out for a little bit, brought her back and tried to get her into the Magic Millions, and it didn't quite work. She drew poorly and had a wide run, so we tipped her out again, give her a bit more time. Anyway, she's another one for the winter. If I can get her to come up and say good day. Come on. Come on. Gonna say good day or not? No. She's not very friendly.